Have you ever looked at your palm and noticed a small curve that looks like a crescent moon? Maybe you thought it was just a random line, a fold in your skin, or something that had no meaning. But what if I told you this tiny mark is actually a powerful sign? This simple crescent shape on your palm isn't just a coincidence. It's a message, a sign that you're about to enter a special time in your life. The crescent moon has always been a symbol of change, of new beginnings, of something fresh waiting just around the corner. And if you have this mark, 2025 could be the year when everything changes for you. The year when doors you never even knew existed suddenly swing open. The year when you finally understand why certain things in your life happen the way they did. This isn't about fortune telling or false promises. This is about recognizing the signs that have always been there, waiting for you to notice them. The crescent moon on your palm is like a whisper from the universe saying, "Get ready. Your time is coming." It doesn't matter what your life has been like until now. It doesn't matter if you've struggled or if you've been stuck in the same place for years. If you have this mark, you're carrying a sign that transformation is on its way. Your energy is shifting, aligning with something greater than what you've known before. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 major things that could happen to you in 2025 if you have this crescent moon mark. We'll explore the inner changes, the sudden realizations, the awakening of talents you didn't know you had, and how these shifts might completely change the direction of your life. Even if you don't fully understand what this means right now, something inside you already knows. Your soul recognizes this truth. That's why you're here, watching this video, feeling that strange pull of curiosity or that quiet sense that yes, this matters to me. If this message stirs something inside you, please take a moment to leave a like on this video. Each like is like planting a seed of intention, telling the universe you're open to receiving its guidance. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next on your journey. And write this powerful phrase in the comments: "I welcome the change that is coming." When you acknowledge the sign with your own words, you create a ripple of energy that opens paths. Your comment becomes more than words. It becomes your first step toward transformation. Throughout history, people have believed that our bodies carry messages. Nothing about us is random. The marks on our skin, the lines on our faces, the shapes that appear on our palms, they all tell a story about who we are and what path we're walking. The crescent moon on the palm is one of the rarest and most significant of these signs. It appears as a gentle curve, often looking like a natural fold or a faint half-moon line. When this mark shows up on someone's palm, it's a signal that something exceptional is unfolding. The crescent shape represents growth, expansion, and the start of a new cycle. On the palm, it works like a special seal, showing that the person is entering a time when important truths will come to light. It's as if your soul is remembering something it had forgotten, wisdom, abilities, or even a purpose that was waiting for the right moment to awaken. This mark doesn't appear on everyone. It tends to show up on those who are finishing a cycle of challenges or repeated patterns. People who have been through difficulties without understanding why, but who are now ready to step into a clearer, more peaceful path. The mark doesn't mean life will suddenly become easy, but it does mean you now have the inner strength to face what comes next with more awareness, more understanding of your true path. If you have this symbol, look at what it means carefully. It's not just a mark on your skin. It's a reflection of what's changing inside you. And in 2025, you'll feel this change more strongly than ever before. The time of confusion is ending. Now begins the time of listening to your inner wisdom, of growing beyond old limits, of finally surrendering to the path that's always been waiting for you. Those with the moon in their palm have light to guide their way. The first major change that happens to people with the crescent moon mark is a subtle but powerful shift in awareness. It starts quietly, almost unnoticed, but soon becomes impossible to ignore. Suddenly, things that once felt normal start to feel off somehow. Relationships that you've been in for years might start to feel empty. Places you've always gone might feel draining. Habits you've had forever might suddenly seem pointless. It's like waking up one day and realizing the clothes you've been wearing are actually 2 sizes too small. This isn't about becoming unhappy. It's about outgrowing what no longer fits who you're becoming. Your soul is expanding, and what worked before simply doesn't have room for who you are now. You might find yourself wanting to be alone more, needing quiet time to think, to process, to listen to something that's speaking from deep inside you. This voice has always been there, but now it's getting louder and you can no longer pretend not to hear it. Your instincts become sharper. You start noticing things, patterns, connections, little signs that seem like coincidences but happen too often to be random. Dreams become more vivid. Small moments carry deeper meanings. It's as if the world is trying to tell you something. And for the first time, you're actually listening. This awakening doesn't come with fireworks or dramatic revelations. Instead, it arrives as a gentle but persistent feeling that there's more to life than what you've been living. The fog that once clouded your vision starts to clear, and you begin to see with new eyes. If you're feeling this awakening already, tap the like button right now. This simple action sends a powerful signal to the universe that you're acknowledging your journey. Your like isn't just supporting this video, it's affirming your own spiritual path. And share in the comments one thing that started to feel different in your life. When you put your experience into words, you give it power, and you might just help someone else recognize their own awakening too. The second thing that happens is even more powerful. You break free from patterns that have held you back for years. We all have them. Those situations that keep coming back, those mistakes we keep making, those relationships that seem different on the surface, but always in the same way. If you have the crescent moon mark, 2025 will be the year when one of these cycles finally breaks. Something that has repeated in your life over and over. Maybe a fear that kept you small, a belief that kept you stuck, or a situation that kept bringing you pain will finally release its hold on you. This doesn't happen by chance. The moon mark shows that your soul has learned what it needed from this pattern. You've gathered the wisdom it was meant to teach you. Now it's time to set down that heavy load, to forgive what needs forgiving, to heal what needs healing, and to walk away lighter than before. This release might not be easy at first. Breaking patterns never is. The mind likes what's familiar, even when what's familiar hurts. But once you move through this doorway, you'll feel a sense of freedom that you may have never experienced before. It's like putting down a weight you've carried so long you forgot it was there. If you're feeling ready to break free from old patterns, press the like button now. This simple gesture is powerful. It's you making a commitment to yourself, declaring to the universe that you're ready for this release. And in the comments, share one pattern you're ready to let go of. When you name it openly, you begin to loosen its hold on you. Your words might also be exactly what someone else needs to read today to start their own journey of release. People with the moon mark aren't meant to keep repeating the same stories. They're meant to break cycles and create new paths. And in 2025, this process will speed up for you like never before. Trust that when the old cycle ends, something new and better can finally begin. Maybe as I've been talking about spiritual awakening and breaking free from old patterns, you felt something stir inside you. A memory, a feeling, a curiosity that wants to know more. That's not an accident. Many people who have the crescent moon mark are already experiencing the first hints of transformation without even realizing it. Are you finding yourself tired of certain conversations that once interested you? Are places that used to feel comfortable now feeling somehow wrong? Do habits that were once automatic now feel empty or meaningless? Are you seeking more quiet, more depth, more meaning in your daily life? Do you sometimes feel nostalgic for something you can't even name? These are the quiet signs of a process that begins within, in the depths of your heart and mind. Many people report having more intense dreams, stronger gut feelings about people or situations, or sudden urges to change direction even when they're not sure where they're going. Others notice number patterns, seeing the same numbers over and over, finding meaningful coincidences, receiving messages that seem perfectly timed, or meeting people who somehow feel familiar even though you've never met them before. If any of this sounds familiar, then perhaps your awakening has already begun, and the crescent moon mark is just the outer confirmation of what's already happening inside you. Yes, this phase can be confusing, but it's also magical in its own way. It's like a veil is being lifted bit by bit, and the more you allow yourself to feel, the more answers start to appear. Keep paying attention, because once these signs start showing up in your life, they tend to multiply. And what comes next goes even deeper. After the awakening of your awareness and the breaking of old patterns, something remarkable begins to emerge from within you, gifts and abilities that have been sleeping, waiting for the right time to awaken. People who have the crescent moon mark often possess unique talents they've had since childhood. A strong intuition, sensitivity to energy, natural healing abilities, creative talents, or an easy connection with the unseen world. But for various reasons, these gifts may have been pushed aside, ignored, or even treated as weird or unimportant. In 2025, if you have this mark, these abilities will begin to surface again, but this time with more power and clarity than before. You might start having dreams that later come true, sensing what others are feeling without them telling you, knowing things before they happen, or feeling drawn to learn about topics that never interested you before. Things like energy healing, meditation, ancient wisdom, or creative expression. This isn't random. These gifts are awakening from within you, like memories from deep in your soul rising to the surface. They're not new. They've always been part of you, but now they're ready to be used with more awareness, more purpose. And this leads directly to the fourth major change, a shift in what you feel called to do with your life. Many people with the crescent moon mark will feel in 2025 a deep urge to change direction. Maybe to start a new career, move to a new place, learn new skills, or simply live in a way that feels more authentic and meaningful. This shift doesn't come from dissatisfaction, but from clarity. It's as if your soul is pointing you toward a path that aligns more closely with who you truly are, something that involves helping others, sharing wisdom, creating beauty, or bringing more light into the world in some way. At first, this might feel scary because it often means stepping outside your comfort zone. But that initial discomfort is simply the doorway to a life with more purpose, more truth, more alignment with your deeper self. You might feel like you're outgrowing your current life, and that's exactly what needs to happen for you to step into the new one that's waiting for you. The crescent moon doesn't appear by accident. It shows up when your soul is ready to remember its true purpose. Your gifts are your tools, your new direction is your map, and when the two come together, life becomes less about just getting by and more about truly living. As your inner gifts begin to awaken and your sense of purpose starts to shift, something else happens. The way life speaks to you changes. And maybe you're already feeling this, even if you haven't found the words for it yet. You know that feeling when something inside you has changed, but your outer life hasn't caught up yet? That uncomfortable sense that what used to feel right no longer does? That pull away from certain people or situations without any logical reason? That yearning for something new even when you can't name what that something is? Many people describe feeling an emptiness, but a good kind of emptiness, like something's being cleared out to make room for what's coming. Others talk about finding unexpected moments of peace, even in the middle of chaos, or that strange feeling of I don't know who I am anymore, but I know I'm not who I used to be. If this is happening to you, it means your awakening gifts are reorganizing your energy from the inside out. And that changes everything. What you're drawn to, what you can tolerate, what you truly want from life. You might find yourself becoming more selective about how you spend your time and who you spend it with. Surface-level conversations might suddenly feel exhausting. Crowded, noisy environments might drain your energy faster than before. Your soul might crave more nature, more quiet, more meaningful connections. Maybe you felt pulled to return to spiritual practices, to learn healing methods, to create art, or to share what you know with others. And even if you don't yet know how to do these things, it's your inner gifts announcing themselves, asking to be expressed. This is when life begins to test you. Will you ignore this calling, or will you listen more closely? Because after this point, the coincidences multiply, the signs become clearer, and everything begins to align in ways that can't be explained by chance. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to force anything. You just need to accept that something new is being born inside you and trust the timing of this transformation. One of the clearest signs that this transformation is happening is the fifth and final change. Meaningful encounters that change your perspective. When you have the crescent moon mark, 2025 will bring people into your life who shift the way you see things. This doesn't mean you'll meet some guru or spiritual teacher, although you might. More often, it's someone ordinary who says or does something that hits you in just the right way at just the right moment. A new friend, a stranger in a coffee shop, someone you meet briefly, but who leaves a lasting impression. Sometimes it's not even a person, but a book that falls off the shelf at your feet, a video that appears on your screen at just the right moment, or a song lyric that suddenly makes perfect sense. The universe has many ways of delivering its messages, and when your soul is open, these messages arrive with perfect timing. You may notice yourself becoming interested in topics you never cared about before, or meeting someone who seems to reflect back parts of yourself you hadn't recognized. It's as if that person or experience is showing you what you've always felt but couldn't put into words. And when this happens, there's no going back. Your awareness expands, your intuition confirms it, and life begins to move in a new direction. This is one of the most powerful experiences for those who carry the crescent moon mark. The awakening that comes through an encounter that seems small on the surface but carries enormous meaning. Pay attention to the people who enter your life, the conversations that stick with you, the content that touches something deep inside you. These aren't accidents, they're signposts. And when you're ready, the universe will show you exactly what you need to see through the person or experience you least expect. Maybe you've already started noticing these things. People who appear out of nowhere and say exactly what you needed to hear. Videos that show up with titles that speak directly to what you've been thinking about. A book you haven't picked up in years that suddenly catches your eye. And when you open it, it answers a question you've been carrying in your heart. If you've experienced these meaningful coincidences lately, hit the like button now. Your like isn't just a click, it's an acknowledgement of the magic unfolding in your life. And share your synchronicity story in the comments below. When you share these experiences, you not only honor their significance in your journey, but you create a space for others to recognize the magic in their own lives. Our comments section becomes a powerful community of awakening souls supporting each other. When you begin to align with your true purpose, the universe doesn't need to shout anymore. It whispers, sending gentle but precise messages. And the more you listen, the clearer these messages become. Life itself becomes a mirror, reflecting back what's happening inside you. It's common to look back later and realize, that person came into my life at that exact moment for a reason. If I hadn't seen that video, I might never have made that choice. That seeming setback actually led me to exactly where I needed to be. That's the magic of awakening, when you stop believing in random chance and start trusting the flow of life. You begin to see that nothing reaches you by mistake. Everything has a purpose in your journey, even brief encounters and subtle messages. If you're beginning to notice this web of meaning in your own life, take a second right now to hit the like button. This simple act affirms your awakening awareness. It's a way of saying to yourself and the universe, yes, I see the patterns forming. And if this channel has been part of your synchronicity journey, consider subscribing, not just for more content, but as a commitment to your ongoing spiritual growth. Each notification becomes a potential moment of guidance. So if lately you've been feeling that things are strangely falling into place, that you're meeting the right people at the right time, finding the right information just when you need it, or receiving answers to questions you haven't even asked out loud, don't fight it. Notice it. Be grateful for it. Maybe even keep a journal of these moments. Because the more you show that you're paying attention, the more clearly the universe can guide you. And the more consciously you walk this path, the lighter your steps become. That's what it means to live in alignment, to follow signs that seem small, but lead you exactly where you're meant to go. In every true journey of transformation, there comes a moment when all these changes, the awakening, the breaking of patterns, the discovery of gifts, the shift in purpose, the meaningful encounters, lead to a crucial turning point. This turning point comes in the form of a choice. It might seem like a small decision on the surface, saying yes to an opportunity, walking away from something that no longer serves you, speaking a truth you've been holding back, or taking a step toward a dream you've been afraid to pursue. But beneath that simple choice lies a powerful crossroads. And depending on which path you choose, your life can take entirely different directions. People with the crescent moon mark will face these kinds of choices in 2025, moments when they must decide between staying comfortable but small or stepping into something bigger but unknown. Between living on autopilot or living with intention. Between the safety of what's familiar or the adventure of what's possible. These choices often feel uncomfortable because they usually involve leaving something behind. A relationship, a job, a belief, a habit, or even an identity that no longer fits who you're becoming. But this discomfort isn't a punishment, it's a gift. It's the universe saying, you've awakened. Now show that you're ready to live that awakening. These decisions might come quietly, almost unnoticed at first, but you'll feel in your body that something has shifted. Your heart will beat a little faster. Your mind might raise all kinds of doubts and fears. But deeper than that, your soul will know which way to go. There are no wrong choices here. Only choices that align with who you're becoming or choices that keep you where you've been. If you choose from fear, you'll likely repeat familiar patterns. If you choose from trust and courage, you'll open doors to new possibilities. If you're standing at such a crossroads right now, press the like button as a symbol of your commitment to choosing courage over fear. This simple action is powerful. It's you making a promise to yourself. And in the comments, share one brave choice you're considering. Writing it down makes it more real, and your words might inspire someone else facing their own decision point. Every comment creates a ripple of courage that extends far beyond this video. And the moment to choose will come. Be ready to recognize it when it does. This isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of a new chapter. The crescent moon mark on your palm isn't just a symbol. It's a reminder that you have free will, awareness, and the power to choose. Your next decision might not change the world, but it will change your world. And that's everything. After hearing all of this, maybe your head is spinning and your heart is racing. Maybe you felt like every word was speaking directly to you. Or maybe you're wondering if any of this really applies to your life. The answer is within you. And if you've stayed with me this far, it's because something in you recognizes these truths. That recognition itself is the beginning of change. You don't need someone else to confirm what you're feeling. You don't need permission to change or a sign more obvious than what you already carry. You already know, deep down, what's true for you. Everything I've shared isn't a formula or a prediction set in stone. It's a mirror, a reminder, a map for the journey that's already unfolding within you. And now comes the most important question. Are you willing to live as this new version of yourself? Transformation doesn't happen all at once. It comes in waves, first changing how you see things, then changing what you do about what you see. What changes your life isn't the signs themselves. It's what you choose to do with them. So from this moment forward, observe more closely, feel more deeply, trust more completely, and begin, step by step, to align your choices with who you're becoming, not who you've been. That's the real miracle, when the invisible changes within you begin to create visible changes in your life. The crescent moon mark on your palm may be rare, but what it awakens is something that's always been there. Your true essence, your deeper purpose. Now that you've heard this message, the path will continue to reveal itself. Because those who recognize their own inner light, even in moments of doubt or confusion, are already prepared to take the next step. If you stayed with me until now, please know this. This message didn't find you by accident. Maybe you don't have all the answers yet. Maybe you're caught in that space between what was and what will be. But one thing is certain, you're on the path. And this path doesn't ask you to rush. It asks only that you be present, that you listen, that you feel, that you trust. The simple act of paying attention is already the first step toward transformation. The crescent moon mark might be visible on your palm, or might be an energy that's still taking shape within you. Either way, what matters most is that now you're aware. And once awareness awakens, nothing remains the same. The world around you might not change, but you will. And that changes everything. If this message touched something inside you, please take a moment now to leave a like on this video. Your like is more than support for the channel. It's an energy signature, a declaration that you are awake and ready. Subscribe and turn on notifications to continue this journey together. Each video becomes another stepping stone on your path. And if you know someone else who needs this message, sharing the video creates a bridge of light between souls. Your share could be the exact guidance someone has been asking the universe for. And right now, write this powerful phrase in the comments. I trust the wisdom that lives within me. These aren't just words on a screen. They're a sacred contract with your own soul. When you declare this truth publicly, you set powerful forces in motion. Each comment creates a community of awakening beings, all supporting each other on this journey. Because in the end, What truly transforms us isn't what we hear from others. It's what we allow to awaken from within ourselves.